You have already learned about the different kinds of invertebrates. Invertebrates are divided into 9 different phyla, aren't they? Now, take a look at these invertebrates. The first one is a mosquito, and the second one is a butterfly. Now, can you tell me which phylum of invertebrates they belong to?
Phylum Arthropoda.
Yes, a mosquito and a butterfly belong to the phylum Arthropoda. Invertebrates like a prawn, a beetle, a bug, and a cockroach also belong to the phylum Arthropoda. Invertebrates like a moth, a spider, a housefly, and an ant also belong to the phylum Arthropoda.
The phylum Arthropoda have the largest number of invertebrates.
You all know that invertebrates are divided into 9 groups, and the groups are called phyla. Arthropoda is one of the phyla of the invertebrates.
The phylum Arthropoda is also divided into smaller groups.
Yes, the phylum Arthropoda is also divided into smaller groups. And the smaller groups are called subphyla. Insecta is one of the subgroups. Students, we see many insects around us. Invertebrates like a butterfly and a dragonfly are insects. Invertebrates like a cockroach and a housefly are also insects.
All the insects belong to subgroup Insecta of the phylum Arthropoda.
So, insects like a cockroach, a dragonfly, a wasp, and a housefly belong to the subgroup Insecta. You all love to chase butterflies in your garden, don't you? This is a butterfly. A butterfly is also an insect. Now have a closer look at the body of a butterfly. We can divide it into 3 parts. They are the head, the thorax, and the abdomen.
This is a head. This is a thorax. And this is an abdomen.
Now, look at the body of this housefly. It also has a head, a thorax, and an abdomen.
A wasp also has a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. A honeybee also has a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. All the insects have heads, thoraxes, and abdomens on their bodies.
Students, you all know that this is a human arm. This part of the human arm is known as the elbow. Now, look at these two parts. This is the forearm and this is the upper arm. An elbow joins the forearm and the upper arm together, doesn't it?
So, an elbow is a joint.
This part of the human arm is a wrist. A wrist joins your hand with your forearm. So, a wrist is also a joint.
So, a human arm has joints on it.
Now, let us look at the legs of a butterfly. Like a human arm, the legs of a butterfly also have joints. So, the legs of a butterfly are jointed legs.
Like a butterfly, insects like a housefly, a honeybee, a wasp, and a moth also have jointed legs. Most of the insects have jointed legs.
You must have seen a mosquito flying. You all know a mosquito flies with the help of its wings. Similarly, a butterfly flies with the help of its wings.
A housefly flies with the help of its wings. A honeybee flies with the help of its wings. Most of the insects have wings to fly.
Have you heard a cat cry? When a cat cries, it produces a meow sound, doesn't it? So, a meow sound is the cry of a cat. Now, look at the mosquito. It is flying. When a mosquito flies near your ears, you hear a kind of sound. It is a buzzing sound. Is this sound a mosquito cry?
No, it is not. Unlike a cat, a mosquito cannot cry.
If a mosquito cannot cry, then where is the buzzing sound coming from?
When a mosquito flaps its wings, a buzzing sound is produced.
A mosquito can flap its wings up to 1,000 times in a single second. Now, isn't that interesting? When a mosquito flaps its wings very fast, a buzzing sound is produced. So, we hear buzzing sound. Like a mosquito, a honeybee produces buzzing sound. A wasp also produces buzzing sound.
A housefly produces buzzing sound. A dragonfly produces buzzing sound.
When these insects flap their wings very fast, buzzing sounds are produced. Students, all the animals reproduce, don't they? Animals reproduce to maintain their race. Different animals reproduce in different ways. Can you tell me the ways in which animals reproduce?
Some animals give direct birth to their babies, while others reproduce by laying eggs.
A cow gives direct birth to its calf. But a duck reproduces by laying eggs. Students, now tell me how a housefly reproduces. Does it give direct birth to its babies? Or does it reproduce by laying eggs?
A housefly reproduces its baby by laying eggs.
Yes, a housefly reproduces its baby by laying eggs. A mosquito also reproduces its baby by laying eggs. Insects like a honeybee, a cockroach, a moth, and an ant also reproduce by laying eggs.
All the insects reproduce by laying eggs. So, insects are called egg-laying animals.
Students, you all know that a hen is a female bird. A hen lays eggs to reproduce. After laying eggs, the hen sits continuously over its eggs, making them warm. After 21 days, the eggs hatch out into a chicken.
The newly born chicken look like the hen.
Students, now have a look at the lower part of this leaf. You see some small objects. These are the eggs of a butterfly. Unlike an egg of a hen, an egg of a butterfly does not hatch directly into a structure that looks like an adult. First, it develops into this structure, then into this structure, and only then does it grow into an adult butterfly.
So, an egg of the butterfly goes through several structures before it changes into an adult.
An adult butterfly again lays eggs, and the process is repeated again and again. It is called life cycle.
Not only in a butterfly, this process is repeated in the lifespan of most of the insects. So, most of the insects have different stages in their life cycles.
This is a housefly. After a housefly lays eggs, the eggs go through several structures before they change into adults. It takes 7 to 9 days for an egg of a housefly to go through several stages to grow into an adult fly.
So, we say that a housefly completes its life cycle in about 7 to 9 days.
This is a butterfly. The life cycle of a butterfly is longer than that of a housefly. It is completed in about a month.
This is a beetle. The life cycle of the beetle is even longer. It completes its life cycle in 4 years.
So, different insects have life cycles of different lengths. Their life cycles vary from a few days to many years.